Welcome to the Soca Chronicles. Soca Chronicles with Sharnz and Arkayo.
Welcome to the 24th episode of Soca Chronicles, the podcast that brings you everything Soca. I'm Arkayo, and I'm digitally sitting next to the one and only Sharnz.
Yo. Yo.
Always a pleasure.
Of course.
This episode, we are going to talk about Carnival, because it's almost the end of the Carnival season. We are just back from Barbados even. We're not back from Barbados. That's too foreign. Sorry. We're going to talk about all the winners of all the other carnivals. We're going to talk about the Song of the Month, of course. And once again, we have a very interesting interview. Are we going to... I mean, everybody read the title already, and probably the title says a person, so I might as well.
Yeah.
A very interesting interview with Miguel Vibez. I'm excited about this episode, Sharnz, so should we dive right in?
Let's dive right in, like how the man them dive into the...
I have a moment of silence for you.
Sorry.
And let's dive into it. Let's go.
This is Soca Chronicles.
All right, let's get started with Crop Over.
Hey.
We just got back from Crop Over, from Barbados even. And my goodness, what a vibe it was again.
Bro, what a time.
It's the best time of the year.
It's the best time I ever had.
That's the
best
one.
time I ever had would be more appropriate.
I was mashing up two songs, I think.
Jesu.
What a start. Anyway, yeah, we enjoyed it. So, there was a couple of events we went to. There was a couple of events that didn't go as I was expecting them to go. Mm-hmm. And there was definitely a parade that didn't go as I expected to go. Mm-hmm. Should we start with the events?
Let's go.
What events did we visit, Sharnz?
We went, the first one that we did was Weeting. So that was literally, about 12 hours after you landed?
Literally. Almost straight over jumbo jets.
There we go. So that was cool. I mean, my experience was a little bit different just because, as I explained in the last episode, was it the last episode or this episode? It was the last episode, wasn't it? Did I mash up my foot? Yes.
Yep.
So I was very cautious because obviously when I mashed up my foot, it was at a fete that was on grass. That was a juve as well.
Yeah.
So again, I was on grass and I was like getting flashbacks like, oh my God.
Vietnam.
Yeah. I don't want to die. So I took it easy. I probably got like, oh my God, I only got one wine.
What do you mean?
One wine, like the whole of Weeting. I wined once, bruv. With somebody, of course. Okay. That's not like me at all. That's crazy. Oh my God. Okay,
you were tame. You were tame. Telling you that for free?
Nah, that's disappointing. I need a do-over because I need to make it at least 10 wines. Come on.
Oh, there's always next year.
Ugh, but next year's so far.
That's true.
But yeah, Weeting was a vibe. That was your first Weeting, right, RKO?
Yeah. Oh, excuse my but we're getting to that. Definitely. Yeah. So I did not know what to expect, honestly. And I love the whole... So basically, again, did not prepare, did not know what was going to happen. So you get like in a queue for a fete. I was like, all right, cool. And then you get into a yellow bus. You get driven to some dark place. I'm like, well, am I getting... Is this like a mass kidnapping? What's going on? You get kicked out of the bus, and then there's trucks and there's a fete. It was pretty cool. It was amazing. Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
You get your liquor from the truck, It's a good old crop over vibe. So yeah,
there we go. And then after that same day we did Tipsy. Tipsy was a vibe. I had fun at Tipsy.
Tipsy was nice. It was more mellow for me.
Yeah, but it was very nice. Obviously, I got drunk.
Yep.
And I clearly forgot that my foot was hurt because I was doing the most.
That happened more than one time.
Hello, hi, stop chatting my business.
You were catching up for Weeting,
He's not wrong. But yeah, Tipsy. I enjoyed Tipsy. I know you really. Which was the performance that you really enjoyed? It was Bungie, wasn't it?
It was Bungie. I've never seen Bungie live before.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was performing. So when I heard the Heartfed, I was like, oh, hello, hi.
Hello, hi. I'm not going no small fat. Let me extend my apology.
Only big fat with big flag going overhead like canopy. Exactly. I was ready.
Yeah. But we went to a few more. But instead of us talking all about the fetes that we went to, let's just discuss our favourite fete and then our favourite carnival event. So, as in, did you prefer Kadooment or 4-day? You go.
Right. For me, best fete that we've been to was Hyped. It was well organized. It was busy. It was nice. It was a good vibe. Yeah, I liked Hyped. Carnival wise, I'm gonna go. Oh, it's a tough one though.
Yeah.
So both like events had definite plus sides and definite downsides this year for me.
Yeah.
Can I talk about it? Because that will at least clarify my choice a bit more.
Of course you can talk about it.
All right. So we have 4-day, the Juve. Great event. We did wait for about 2 hours before we go, but actually that's normal, so I'm not gonna really complain about that.
Yeah.
However, the band was big, was maybe a bit too big. So the security lines didn't reach all the way back, and there were bare jumpers, bare people jumping into the thing with no bracelet, getting drinks for free too.
Yeah.
I was like, why did I pay money for this? It was way worse than last year's, I can tell that. Yeah, it wasn't as good as it was. It's still good though. It was still good. I had fun, 100%. Then Kadooment.
Oh,
there were
Lord Jesus.
I know, right? I mean, there were no people jumping the ropes. But the first 3 hours of the day, it rains like it was a total washout.
Yep.
And then we had to wait for another 3 hours. So we waited for a total of 6 hours? We got there by 8:30. Mistake by the way.
Was it 6? Wait, so 8:30 and we left about 1:30. So
1:30.
9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, fucking hell. Ooh, my language. Sorry, guys. 5 hours.
We waited 5 hours.
I didn't even sit and think it.
Yeah,
5 hours we waited. Nah, that's wild.
Exactly. So imagine waiting 5 hours, getting on the road. The toilets were not there. They were gonna join up a bit later, but we were delayed. So what do you do? What do you do? As a female, I mean, as male, you know what to do. But I mean, shit.
Yeah, that was nuts. I had to go and find toilets behind us.
A different band.
One last band behind us. Because in the beginning, I think, did you follow me in the beginning? Because remember we went forward. And there were no toilets going forward. So I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to pee in someone's hand.
What?
Yeah,
what?
they would have to cup their hands, and I would have to pee in their hands. Yeah.
What? How about bushes? How about grass?
No, listen, bad girl na pee in a bush.
All right then.
Anyway,
actually,
my
you raised
common
another
sense
point.
kicked in and was like, Sharnz, why don't you go behind the truck and see if the band behind has any toilets? Which luckily they did. So that's what I had to keep doing. I had to keep walking for like 10 million miles. Wasn't really 10 million miles. It was probably about a 5-minute walk. But you know me, I like to exaggerate. And I used those toilets.
And that turned out to be the last band. So we were supposed to be band 8, but we turned out to be band 24.
Something like that. Basically band 100.
Yeah.
Basically.
So because we were late, because of reasons, at some point we hit the stage finally. We did a little thing, but then we were so behind that we had to rush to the next thing. So you were like jogging and whining at the same time, right?
Yeah.
Then we stop again. Why? You want shooting? There was a shooting ahead on the road. So another hour wasted. And by that time it was dark, you know?
Yeah.
Nah. So for me, it was 4-day. Long story short. Because all that waiting around is not for me.
I don't think it's for anybody, to be honest.
True.
Yeah. Well, I would say that my favourite fete was it was either Tipsy or Hyped. One of the two.
Tipsy is actually a good one too, yeah.
Yeah. I did a lot of dancing at Tipsy. Like a lot more than I did at Hyped. So I'm going to go with Tipsy just for that reason. Yep. Because as you mentioned earlier, this was a tame one for me, so I didn't collect as many wines as I'd normally collect. So now there's a backlog of wines that I need to collect. And I'm not going to do it at Notting Hill because, I'm just not on this UK vibe. But I will collect them when I go back to BIM in November. Barbados, for those that don't know. BIM, Barbados. Yeah.
World Traveller.
And then out of 4 Day and Kadooment was Jesus Christ, my English. What's going on?
You're listening.
What's going on, Arkayo? I think I spent a bit too much time in the Netherlands.
Exactly.
My English is disappearing. So, my favourite... I can't even talk. What's going on, Arkayo? Your girl can't talk. Like, I'm like getting all tongue-tied and that. Kadooment was my favourite out of that and 4 Day.
But it has a reason, doesn't it?
Obviously, which I'm going to get to. So the only reason it was better for me was because I played on the truck for the first time in my life.
International DJ Sharnz is your new name.
Yeah. So that was probably the highlight of my whole trip, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I don't even want to get into this.
Honestly.
Yeah. But I don't want to get into the story too much because we're going to be chatting for ages. Yeah. But it almost didn't happen. Let's just put it that way. There was some forceful discussions where it was just like, yep, Sharnz is playing next. I don't care how, what you need to do, Sharnz is playing next because somebody was gonna get a bit of shooting.
You want shooting?
If I didn't play, you want shooting? Yeah. And then I played, but then they didn't have another DJ to replace me, so I continued playing longer than I was supposed to. But it's all good. I ended up playing for about an hour and a half.
Nice.
But yeah. It was a great experience. I've got a lot of footage, so head to my Instagram if you want to see some videos at DJ Sharnz. That's Sharnz with Z, DJSHARNZ. But yeah, Crop Over was a vibe, man. It was a vibe.
Yeah. So we had some friends on that trip too, because I want to tell the story about it. Yeah, because these people are like, why are they shouting at me, please?
Yeah.
So one of our friends, Bramble, he said it all the time, and honestly, it stuck with me, to be honest. So anything that happens, I got myself some rum, some white rum. Yeah, silver. Yeah, elite rum. Yeah. So it just, if you hear it enough, you're gonna take it over at some point. So we did. Yeah. I mean, I did at least. Anyway.
You did.
But this friend of ours, Bramble, he is actually a bit of a connoisseur of crop over. He has been to Barbados for crop over for how long? Since 2009 or some shit? Like.
I feel like it was 2008, maybe.
Imagine.
It's been a while.
He's been going religiously. Yeah. So we've asked him his opinion, and he was willing to share it with us. So I would like to have a moment to listen to his opinion. And he's a connoisseur, so he will go into detail. His favorite songs, his favorite fats. Make sure you YouTube all of them songs because they're all good. I agree with his top 10 or top 5. Mostly, not entirely, but mostly. So let's have a listen to Bramble.
Let's have a listen.
Soca Chronicles.
Good evening to the listeners of Soca Chronicles. Now, requested by Arkayo and DJ Sharnz, I'm going to give my mini crop over review. So first off, I'm going to start off with the songs. I'm going to give my top 10 songs based off quality of songs and popularity. So number 1, Lead Pipe, Just J, Brain Freeze. Number 2, Lil Rick, Just J, Mind Off. Number 3, Problem Child, Holiday. Number 4, Quando Artist, Waistline. Chief Ding. Number 5, You Know That. Number 6, Grateful Co, Center. Number 7, Freshie, Bashment Garden. Number 8, Mole and Walk, Searching for Gina. Number 9, Lane, Arch, Number 10, Lil Rick, The Party Bad. And my personal top 10 songs are as follows. Number 10, Peter Ram, Walk Your Ways. Number 9, Stiffy Bless. Number 8, Skrilla You. Number 7, Ria Lane, Arch. Number 6, Problem Child, Holiday. Number 5, Grateful Cold Center. Number 4, Lead Pipe and Just J, Brain Freeze. Number 3, Lil Rick, Do As You Want. Number 2, Bruce Lee Almighty, Don't Tell Me That. And number 1, Lil Rick, The Party Bad. Now, I've got my top 5 fets of the season, which are as follows. We Ting 1, number 2, Mimosa, number 3, Bliss, number 4, Tipsy, and number 5, Soca on the Hill. My top 5 my top producers of the season are 1, Noise Boys, number 2, Just J, 3, DJ Kai, number 4, Nelix, and 5, I've got DJ Spider. And my favorite 2 days of the season are Grand Kadooment Day, which is the jump up day, and 4-day morning, which is the Barbados Juve.
As you heard, Bramble has the knowledge. What he didn't mention though was the Road March winner.
Yes. Yeah.
No worries. I get it. So who was the Barbados Crop Over Road March winner this year, please?
The winner this year was Quan the Artist with Waistline.
Waistline. Yeah. So head over to YouTube and have a listen. Normally we will put these songs in, but I also want to talk about some other winners. And well, for reasons you will understand in about 4 to 5 minutes, we cannot put in all the songs because it will just be an entire episode of listening to music, which is not a bad thing, but we have SoundCloud for that, you know.
Exactly. You can also listen to the Quan Waistline song on our IG page. Remember, I did our top 5 picks for Cropover, and that was our number 1 pick. So you can also listen to it there.
Definitely. At Soca_Chronicles on Instagram, please. Thank you very much. So there were also some other carnivals that we could talk about, the Road March winners. Starting with Vincimas, St. Vincent.
Yes.
Winner. Do you want to do the... I'll say the island, you say the winner, please. Is that a nice division?
Before
I chat too much. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, St. Vincent, Vincimas.
So St. Vincent or Vincimas, the winner was Fireman Hooper with a song called Madness.
That's a big tune.
Big tune.
Next up, St. Lucia. Who won there?
St. Lucia, the winner was Imran Nerdy with Clock Out.
I like it. And now we're getting to why we cannot play all these songs.
Exactly.
Antigua.
So Antigua had a 3-way win this year, which is unheard of. This has never happened ever in the history, which is nuts.
Bye.
Yeah. So the winners was Empress with Let It Rain, Ricardo Drew, Last One Standing, and Claudette P, Nat You.
So again, you can make a whole playlist of this year's winners like this. My goodness. All right, so exactly. In chronological order, the next one would be Barbados, but we already talked about that. So last but not least, Grenada, Spice Mass, who won?
Spice Mass was a 2-way win.
Bruh.
Yeah, I don't know
what I mean.
what's going on this year. I feel like 2023 is just a really good year for music. So these 2-way and 3-way wins, they're not really surprising. But in Grenada, Robulus with D Farmer and Temptress with Toot Toot.
So Toot Toot makes sense to me. D Farmer, I didn't hear that much. As in, I wasn't in Grenada, so maybe that's the reason. But
so you can't comment, bro.
Exactly. Fair enough. But Toot Toot was everywhere, though. That was a big tune.
Yeah.
But Grenada also had Power Soca Monarch and Groovy Soca Monarch, right?
They did, which Barbados didn't flipping have this year. The B words. Anyway, so Power Soca Monarch winner was Terror the Governor with Zen Mode, And then Boise won the Groovy Monarch with Middle Finger.
Fair enough. So, as we're in Grenada, and... Well, okay, let me go to the Song of the Month. Because I feel, personally, and this is very personal, of course. Musical flavor is something that is very personal. But this year, I feel Grenada had the biggest rhythm and the biggest songs made this year. This is my opinion. So what I'm talking about is the slam jam rhythm. My fucking god, yes, I need to cuss. This rhythm is bad. So for the Song of the Month, I want to show the most successful song, not maybe the best song in my opinion anyway, but the most successful song of that rhythm. And that is Terry the Governor with Bag of Sugar. So please, let's have a listen to this song and comment if you agree with me that this should have won any award, honestly, any award. Because, oh my god, this rhythm is beautiful.
This is the Song of the Month.
That was Terry the Governor, Bag of Sugar. And please, if you have time, go on YouTube, go on SoundCloud, find the rest of the rhythm too. Because even Bungie and Fayen jumped on this rhythm halfway through the season. So, you know, if they jump on a rhythm, it must be good. Please check out all these songs. Do it for your boy Arkayo. Please find all these songs and listen to them. Thank you very much. Epic songs.
Nice.
Anyway, there are two more stories concerning Carnival that I would like to touch on. One of them is very close to my place, actually in the city I live in. That is Rotterdam Carnival and the shit show that happened around that.
Oh god.
And the other one is Notting Hill Carnival. And that's more of Sharnz business, isn't it?
That's in my city.
Hey. Starting with Zomer Carnival, as we call it here, Summer Carnival or Rotterdam Carnival. It started off bad. So a week before the Summer Carnival or Rotterdam Carnival, a week before the event started, the local government together with the organizations, they put in place a ban on vulgar dancing. What? So they claimed that as this was a family event, that there should be rules and regulations around how you express yourself. Little did they know that people will not just accept that.
Exactly.
There was madness on Instagram, madness on Twitter, madness in the local newspapers and everything. People are like, what? Why are you taking our? You know, I mean, not me, but why is the culture being messed with? Obviously, I am not from the island, so I cannot really say my culture. But why are you messing with the culture that way? Even I know that's not a nice thing to do. Dancing is expressing yourself. It's part of a culture. The culture is expressed during that carnival season in Rotterdam. Let the people be. If you don't like the way people dance, leave your kids at home, please. I beg. Thank you very much.
Yeah. No, I hear it.
Because they were threatening with like fines, but also exclusion for the bands for next year or even years after that. So there were some serious threats made. However, judging from the pictures that I've seen and the videos I've seen, because of course I was in Barbados, nobody really paid mind to that band. So there was vulgar dancing all around, maybe more than normal, just to make a point.
Yeah.
Point made, and you know what? Good.
Yeah,
What
but
a
I
way to
think that they
celebrate.
might just cancel Rotterdam Carnival next year.
The problem
That's a
is,
possibility.
you know, another problem is there were 2 shootings. You want shooting?
Oh,
There were 2 shootings on that day, actually.
Yeah.
So obviously, first thing that people say is, "Oh, see, this carnival is gonna always bring out the bad, and people so just not have the carnival." What they don't tell is that there's about 3 shootings each week in Rotterdam. So, like, coincidence, I would say.
Oh, 3
Yeah.
shootings a week in
Yeah,
Rotterdam?
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Okay, maybe a bit less, but
Oh,
definitely
gosh.
not 0.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a very controversial carnival. To be honest, I was happy I was in Barbados.
Of course. Come on.
Anyway, last but not least, Notting Hill Carnival.
Yes, so we're in my city now.
Yeah.
Notting Hill Carnival is this weekend, Sunday and Monday. I am looking forward to it. So if you're going to Notting Hill Carnival, let us know which band you're going with. I'm with Island Mass on Sunday. Monday, I'm just freestyling. So I'm going to be like the people in Barbados. I'm going to be upping everybody's band.
Good thing I'm not there then.
So yeah, if you're going, guys, please be safe. Yeah. And that's it. I know I'm going to see a lot of people.
Even.
Yeah, have fun. Sorry.
Not just be safe. Come on, man.
Yeah. Sorry.
Don't do this
I know
to me,
there's-
man.
Sorry. I know there'll be a lot of people from all over the world. I know there's people from Barbados flying over, from your city as well, Rotterdam.
Always.
From the US, from France, just all over Europe. So if you see me on the road, say hi. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
So I think we have reached the end of our little carnival summary.
Yes, please.
We have covered a lot, but I feel like we still have a lot to discuss. But it's time for another very interesting interview.
It is.
Are you ready to talk with Miguel Vibez?
I am ready, Arkayo. Let's do this, man.
Can you imagine that? Miguel Vibez, he's from Barbados, right?
Yep.
Did we record the interview in Barbados?
Nope.
Why not, please?
Because we were too busy partying.
And that's a nice way of saying we were too drunk.
Stop chatting my business.
Ow, my ankle. Sorry.
F you.
Yep. Sure. Anyway, let's go to the interview with Miguel Vibez.
Yes, please. Let's do it.
This is Soca Chronicles.
This month we have not yet left the island of Barbados. We are back with a very interesting interview with none other than Miguel Vibez. Welcome to the show.
Hey man, thank you.
Welcome.
What up? Thanks for the welcome, man. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, no problem, man.
I do have to say straight away, because everybody knows I love my research. I love to, spend some time on the internet to just understand where somebody's coming from, what they've released music-wise. But I have to say this month, it was a bit difficult. So why is that? Can you maybe start with that? And maybe give yourself a bit of an introduction as well.
Yes, please.
All right. Well, my name is Miguel Vibez. Most people know me as Miguel or Miguel White. I've been doing soca from 2003. I've been in music from the time I was 8 years old. My first ever performance was in church. Yeah, I performed in church with my sister at a concert. That was my first ever performance. Ever.
Nice.
I come from a musical background. My grandmother was a musician, first female band leader in Barbados.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Quite a legend here. Barbara and the Rhythmiers was the name of a band. Barbara Cheltenham. But yeah, I've been doing music from I guess from out the womb. Sang a cappella.
Exactly.
I did all the teen concerts, the pageants, all that stuff. My teen group entity. You might know them now as 2 Mile Hill, the band. but yeah, it's a founding member of that.
Okay.
Snap.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah,
You've been
doing
busy
music
for a long
while.
time.
For a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That was my first ever recording, first time in the studio. And it happened to be with another legend, Nicholas Branker. I can tell you I was really intimidated at first.
I can imagine.
I can definitely imagine, yeah.
Here's
Fangirling.
Nicholas Branker asking about who's this guy, Miguel? Who's this guy? We gotta get him in the studio. We want to know who this is. And I'm like, hey, who are you? What? Why are you asking about me? And I am there so nervous, right? But yeah, we did our first ever recording there at Branker Studios, Chamber Studios, a song called Surrender, written by Ramses Brown. Yeah, it's still a classic to this day. That song was on a double compilation CD called Sonic Soca, and it sold out
nice.
few records, all that across US. Did pretty well. So yeah, I've been doing this for a minute, man.
Wow,
Nice.
I actually
Definitely more
couldn't
than a
find
minute.
that song on YouTube.
Yeah, Surrender.
Yeah, I couldn't find it.
Well,
Unless I didn't look properly.
no,
but I couldn't find it.
you're probably right, because that was in the CD age. That was not the digital age.
Okay.
I mean,
Exactly.
I'm dating myself.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
technically, I'm really only almost 20. That's my age, almost 20. But the
That's
song
a
was
lie.
before the digital age.
That's all. Yeah, I mean, musically, you're almost 20. Yeah, I get that.
But no,
I like
yeah, for real though, we gotta get all that stuff. I'm gonna have to put a team on that and get all that stuff digitalized.
100%.
Because it's really
Exactly.
good music
100%.
out there still, and some of that stuff I know that it's really hard to find. I can't find some of it myself, but
Yeah.
yeah, we did. I used to sing with Coalition as well. I replaced Ruby
Okay.
in Coalition, so I did a lot.
Oh,
wow.
snap.
Nice.
Yeah,
Definitely. But I think, I mean, you've been in the game so long. As you said it yourself, you've seen the switch from CDs to a digital medium. So that's a whole different way of life. I mean, if you look at the TikTok artists these days, the Instagram, the influencers that are doing soca, it's a whole different ballgame. Like completely
Yeah.
different.
it is. And I do my best to try to keep up. But like I said, I only had jumped back in the soca side. I hadn't really stopped music. I wanted to bring awareness to the social commentary side of things. And at the
Okay.
time, I'd realized that not a lot of young people were involved in social commentary. So I wanted to kind of put myself out there and show young people that, it could be done. We could compete with the bikes and the gabbies and the greats in the soca in the social commentary world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for a few years, I actually just stopped recording soca. Probably a bad idea, but yeah, I just wanted to focus solely on the social commentary, and I did that for a few years. Left a mark there. Been to the finals, all of that, and since then it's been an influx of young people. And I like to think that I played a part in bringing awareness to that and showing them that it could be done. Because before they would just stop at Junior Monarch and just disappear into the sunset. You never hear of them again. So
Exactly.
I just want to play my part in that aspect. So when I jumped back in 2018, jumped back in a big way too with Camel. Just Jay produced a serious record there. But then COVID hit shortly after in 2020, because the next year I released Break It Off, which was another hot one.
Yeah.
And then COVID came and skinned everybody upside down. And yeah, but the digital age is with us, and if you're in the game, that's what you gotta do. So I'm gonna do bring back all of that old stuff and put it onto the digital platforms. But there's a lot of fresh content I got out there as well, and I got a lot more fresh content coming too. So
Hey, nice. Exactly. So maybe if we can start with Camo, because actually this is, I think, my first Miguel Vibez songs that I knew. Even when I didn't know it was Miguel Vibez, because I just love the song. But, I didn't know more than that. So now I know, which is awesome. So I'm going to see if we can play no worries. I'm going to see if we can play a bit of it so that people know what we're talking about.
Yep.
So let's start with that. and then afterwards I'm gonna ask you to give a bit more of a background of how that happened. So let's have a listen to Miguel Vibez with Camo.
It should be illegal to whine like that. Yo, so give me that. So give me that. Unlock the iPhone for the WhatsApp. Let me give you my number, be text that. And when you get home, send me a Snapchat. So give me that. So give me that. How she tick and she talk and she roll that. Just when you think that she done, no sir. She bend, she twist like ogre. So give me that. Yo, it should be illegal to whine like that. Broke out that. Push it right back, yo. Show me the body, me no mean to be slack, yo. Just give me that, yo. It should be illegal to whine like that. Broke out that. Push it right back, yo. Show me the body, me no mean to be slack, yo. Just give me that. Me just want high the girl like camo. How she pretty so loud, me nah know. Me why lock me down in a corner, yo. Turn me up how you wanna. High the girl like camo. How she pretty so loud, me nah know. Me why lock me down in a corner, yo. Turn me up how you wanna.
All right, that was Camo. So Miguel Vibez, how did this beauty of an artwork, come to life?
All right. So the history with this one. So Just Jay.
Mm-hmm.
I knew Just Jay for quite some time. We had a lot of mutual friends, and he actually replaced me in a band that I used to sing called Strategy. So
Oh wow.
he moved. He filled my position in Strategy. Just Jay actually used to be a singer. Pretty good too.
Really?
Yeah. Don't tell him I
did
told
not
you
know
that.
that.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, man,
That's actually blown my mind.
Yeah. Just Jay was a singer. But from that relationship from way back when we ran into each other, and he was like, he wanted to do something this year, and he wants to try something with a new sound or a new beat, And went to the studio. Just Jay played this beat for me, and I was like, whoa, this is banging. And this was just a skeleton at the point. This was just like a little couple of drums and, like a couple of lines. But it was banging. And it was like, all right, shoot. So now I got to write something on this. So I was listening, and then I took it home for one night. I came back literally the next morning. I don't think Just Jay slept that night. Because when I came back in the morning, it was something complete. It's what you hear now as Camo. And it was just a beast. The beat alone was just crazy. And then it was like so easy to sit on. And he was like, I got this idea. Like Camo's illegal, and you in the corner locked down with a girl that you probably shouldn't be. And I'm like, all right, let's run with that. And from there, it was just like, I don't know, magic. Everything just started to flow. The first verse, like I don't know. I was just picturing a scene, like I unlocked the iPhone for the WhatsApp. Let me give you my number for text that. Like you're in the club, you want to get talk to this girl, but you gotta do it discreetly because this might be a little illegal. This might be, she might got the boyfriend there, or this ain't all the right, but you want to do this. You gotta do this. So we just flow with that, and we went with it, and the verse, everything just flowed, and it was just like magic, and everything just sat together. It went, and after that, Just Jay still wanted to do more on it. And I was like, buddy, this one is gold already. Like, come on.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, you don't want to overkill it.
He's such a perfectionist, right? But that one definitely was magic, man. I still love that to this day. Can't go anywhere and not sing that one still.
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah,
that's a good tune. So let's talk about your most recent music then. Your newest single is Answer That. Is that correct?
Answer That. That's right.
All right. So
before Answer That though, I did Break It Off just before and during COVID. I re-released it during COVID because there wasn't anything happening really.
Yeah.
So but Break It Off was before Answer That. And then Answer That was this crossover. I'm gonna say this Carnival. I would be shocked. This crop over. Yeah, answer that was from this crop over. That one's produced by Reckon Drums. Reckon is a young producer that is on fire right now. He got a hot hand right now, man. This guy is really underrated and really, 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 really good.
Yeah.
But definitely has vibes.
That actually started at High Order Studio with Sadis.
Okay.
So Sadis actually played the original keys on the beat that we sang, that I wrote Answer That on. He was actually supposed to write this song, but you know, it didn't work out that way. He's like, Miguel, you're a writer. You're gonna write this song. If you need any help, shout me. And I was like, okay, all right, but so the beat that he gave me, I started writing on that. I had a couple of drafts, scrapped a few ideas, and then one day, like it was nothing like what we had started. So one day, what you hear is Answer That just came to me. They just started writing it, the verse, and then everything just flowed from there. I don't know how it works. It's hard to explain the writing process because sometimes once I start, then everything else is just like, I guess, magic.
It's just in the flow, right?
After that, because I know. Once I know what I'm trying to say or the story that you're trying to portray, you know, everything just flows and fits to me, and it was just the same with that one. The guys were like, once we hit the hook, because for me, once I hit the hook, I don't mind the verses. The verses, especially second verse, I think is easiest to write. Once you find that part and you're hooked. You get started and you're hooked, or even the hook, and then the first verse, you're gone. So once we hit that hook, and we deliberately put a few hooks in Answer That. You know, try to capture the imagination with the story, and also try to keep the listener, you know, so keep it hooky.
Exactly.
And I think we did a pretty decent job there.
It's very like musical, if you know what I mean. Like it's a beautiful
melodic,
song, if that makes sense.
Melodic,
that's the word. Thank you very much.
You can actually listen out for a remix coming out really soon. That's how musical it is, because we're gonna drop some vocals on a completely different beat. Out the season, Soca's crop over is done, so we're gonna drop it on a dancehall beat now. And show the versatility of this song.
I like it. Looking forward to that. Keep us informed, please.
Yeah, please.
For sure. It's coming real soon.
You got my email, so you know what to do.
You know that. You know that.
So before we go to the third song, I just want to listen to a tiny snippet of Answer That, so that people know what we're talking about. So here's Answer That from Miguel Vibez.
Oh, na 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 na, yeah. Oh, na na. Boom. Ha. The vibe's calling me. Oh, na. Oh, yeah. Jump onto my bed. I hear you calling out my name. Well, let's go. I'm ready to party. Boom. Vibes don't turn up. I hear the music in my brain. Must release before I go insane. Yeah, to ease the pressure off of me, the tension out of my body. You said, come, let me take you away. So I let go of everything. There's so much joy you've given me. I can't wait to do it again. Yeah. Anyway, anything, no place, no matter. Plenty vibes calling me. Plenty vibes calling me. Yeah. On the road in the fence, plenty bumpers. Plenty vibes calling me. Plenty vibes calling me. When friends call me out, answer that. When drinks call me out, answer that. Hands up if you feel the same way, cause you love to party all day. When friends call me out, answer that. When girls call me out, answer that. Hands up if you feel the same way, cause you love to party all day.
Alright, so moving on to the third song, and you mentioned it already, Break It Off. And what I really want to know about this song is, you mentioned it is made in the Corona period, right?
Well,
So-
that just before Corona.
Even worse.
Yeah, right before.
So
That
you
was
make
crazy.
this beautiful song and then you cannot perform anywhere.
Yeah.
Nowhere, absolutely nowhere.
Oh,
It
that
was
must
crazy.
be very difficult.
It was. It was extremely difficult. When we finally got back out, man, it was like
Yeah.
heaven.
Yeah. We
So
were
yeah, but
so
that one, I was excited for that song as well. 'Cause
yeah.
it was a deliberate. I try to be deliberate in the songs I do,
Mhm.
and that song was a crossover of I call it dirty soca.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Lots of innuendos
or
and stuff.
dirty soca.
Exactly.
The dancehall guys do it all the time, man.
Yeah.
You know, nobody's
Yep.
complaining.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let's make it decent but dirty.
Literally. Yeah.
But dirty. So if you listen really good, it's kind of decent but dirty. Put your foot on the shoulder and break it off. Love when you tip and bend over. You love how you wind up your bumper. Put your foot on my shoulder. You break it off.
Yep.
Push back. Give me all of that. You know how we love when you whine on top, all on the floor, up on your head top. Yeah. I like it like that. Yeah.
Gosh, yeah,
Little
that is
dirty,
dirty.
And the most amazing thing that I find of this song is that you can be dirty, but it's still sounding sweet, if you know what I mean. Like you're singing, you know, it's like, wait, hold on, what am I hearing?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's a vibe.
Going for dirty sweet soca.
Yeah.
Keep it cool, but dirty.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, well, the audience must be curious now, so let's have a little listen to Break It Off.
Yo! Yeah. You're pretty on the gram, you're pretty in a real life. Yeah. Boom. Me love when you tip on your toe now. Me love on your wine and bend over. Put your foot on my shoulder. You break it off, you break it off. Me love when you tip on your toe now. Me love on your wine and bend over. Put your foot on my shoulder. You break it off, you break it off. Yo, push back and give me all of that. You know how I love when you wine on top, all on the floor, up on your head top, girl. I like it like that, yo. I want you give me that thing, girl. I want you give me that thing. Kill me with the vibes, kill me with the whining, girl. You know me want it all. Me love how you walk up your bumper, ha. How you whining it harder. Me love how you mash up the structure. You broke it off, you broke it off. Me love how you tip on your toe now. Me love how you whine and bend over. Put your foot on my shoulder. You break it off, you break it off. Girl.
So that was Break It Off. Very, very dirty. Got me sipping my water and ting, because boy,
I like it like that.
steamy.
You know, I like it like that.
All right, you need to stop because, yeah, it's getting a bit hot in here. Okay? God damn. Right, so this is a question that I ask a lot of Bajan artists, so it's only right that I ask you this question, but I'm going to tweak it a little bit. So me and Arkayo have discussed how impressed we are with the soca that's come out of Barbados this year. So my first question to you is, what is your view on the music this year for Crop Over?
Ooh. Yeah, we got time, right?
Yeah. We got time. We can cut and paste whatever's not right, but yeah, we got time. Go for it.
All right, so this year only, right? This year, all right, let's stick to this year. This year, I think we had a lot of good music. Really good music.
Yes.
The problem I had with the music we had was I didn't hear a lot of it. I was privileged to hear it before it came out the studios in a lot of instances.
Yeah.
So I knew of some of it coming, but then when it's released, I don't find that we shut off for 100% soca, and yet we don't play a lot of soca or a lot of the soca.
Yeah.
We find a few and then we play it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
It's
noticed
like
that as well.
it's almost like is you make really good music, but then what are you making it for?
This is
So-
true.
Right. Yeah.
So we gotta find some way to balance the scales a little bit, because there's a lot of really good music. And before, maybe you could say, all right, yeah, there's a handful of good music, and then the rest is trash. But there's a lot of really good music, and from
Definitely.
quarters that you probably didn't even expect it.
Yep, this is true.
One of my favorites of the season, is You Know That by Chief Thing.
Yeah,
And-
yeah,
Which you didn't expect from a.
I didn't expect that at all.
yeah. Because he's a
Exactly.
dancehall artist, isn't
He's
he?
a dancer artist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But like you said, he's an artist. So I
Yeah.
mean, he's an artist. So I have a problem with him doing soca. But
yeah, of course not.
it is a really good song. It's
Yeah, no,
really
it
good
is.
song.
It's very
Well
catchy.
done, well put together.
Yeah,
Flow on it. He set down the rhythm like real good. Like
Yeah.
I was really impressed with Chief Thing and that song. So again, like we had really good music this year.
definitely.
So my take on it is just find an avenue. We gotta find an avenue. I don't know if it's the artists we need to find an avenue, or if the powers that be need to open the avenue some more. But
Right. Yeah.
there's a lot of good music, and music is a $1 billion industry,
Definitely.
and
Yep.
we can't make $1 billion by playing 6 songs.
No.
This is true, but do you not think that the DJs are to blame for that? Because they're the ones that play the
They
music.
do. I solely do.
There
They
we
can
go.
put my name on that.
There we go. And this is a conversation that we've had in previous episodes where
Yep.
DJs only want to play the songs, like the biggest songs or the songs that will get the most
Crowd reaction.
crowd reaction. That's the word I'm looking for.
Exactly.
As opposed
I
to,
heard some.
yeah, go on.
Right across you. I heard somebody say recently that DJs used to make music.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can fully agree with that, but to an extent that's true, because rest in peace to John Doe. But when
Yeah.
John Doe played a song for the first time, like, and sometimes you heard that song before.
yeah,
Like it would be released on another station, or somebody else released,
Yeah.
or even the artist just put it out before. But you hear that song, and you know, it's
Exactly.
like, okay, not sure.
yeah,
Maybe I like it, maybe I don't.
yeah,
But when John Doe plays that song
Exactly.
on the morning, and right now I'm just getting goosebumps talking about it, because like John Doe plays that song, and you're like, wow,
Yep.
wait, what's this song? Like you
Yeah.
sit up, you want to hear it now,
I
yeah,
because
hear
of
that.
course.
he plays it and he does it justice. Like, you know, if it's a good song, play this song.
Yeah,
Play it with your
Yes,
chest.
exactly.
Don't
Exactly.
play it like you frightened to play it, or like
yep.
nobody ain't gonna like it if they don't hear it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
They can't hear it if they don't hear it. They don't know if they like it. You can't like it if you don't hear it. So if you don't play it, they can't like it. And if they don't like it, they can't. You're never gonna play it, right?
Yeah,
So it's a
exactly.
never-ending cycle of silliness.
Exactly.
Yep.
So just
Exactly.
play your song. If it's good music, play it.
Yeah,
People are
Exactly.
gonna like it if you play it.
exactly.
But if you keep it and you don't want to play, or you're playing only 6 songs, and it's so annoying because then you hear the same 6 songs all night long.
Exactly.
You're going
Yep.
to bed, and some of them don't even come to the party. I can get a lot of calls today, you know, or whatever. It is. But some of them don't even get to the party early
Yeah.
to hear what the other DJ plays.
Exactly.
Like, you come and you play the
Exactly.
same thing I just heard 10 minutes ago before you.
Yep.
Yep. That's a waste of. And that's the thing.
And-
Like
and there's
besides
so
the new
much
music.
Yeah,
Exactly. Besides this year's music, there is hundreds of thousands of other songs you can play.
Yeah.
A million.
No,
Yeah,
it's true.
probably.
But that's not just the case in Barbados. It's the case, I feel like it's all over the world, especially in the UK. Like, you mentioned that they don't come early to hear what the other DJs have played. But in the UK, I'm not going to name names, but there'll be DJs that have heard everything that's been played. And they'll go on and play the same songs that have just been played. And it makes no sense. It makes
Those
no
DJs are weak.
sense. Yeah, because it's
Those
like...
DJs are weak.
Yeah, but you've heard the previous DJ play it. Why are you playing it? Well, I know why you're
Literally.
playing it. Because you want the crowd reaction. That's why you're playing it. Do you know what
Well,
I mean?
then
Exactly.
the crowd needs to take some of the blame too, because I'm gonna start throwing things at them and start doing that because
Pelt rocks, play rocks.
we need to do something about it because if you come and play the same shit I just heard, why are you here?
Yeah, exactly. No, it's true.
The guy that just played that again. If you want to play it again, let him play it again. But you just came to play. You're supposed to be a new DJ, a new set, but you're playing the same shit.
Exactly.
Literally.
Exactly.
So promoters, the patrons, everybody gotta take some of this blame.
You're right.
This is true.
Because it's accepted now. Because
thing,
even on the road, if you
normality.
hear the same song every single 5 minutes, everybody's still gonna be shouting and jumping up and down.
No, my walk-up's done if I hear it too many times at the same party. I don't want to hear it anymore. I love it, but I don't want to hear it 10 times in a row. Come on.
I completely get that. That's what was happening for me with Brain Freeze. Even 4-Day, there was
it was on loop.
Azul. I think that the band was called Azul.
Yeah.
And it was before we'd moved off. And they had Brain Freeze on loop. I was like, oh my God, please. You're going to make me hate this song. Like, I actually was sick of... I was sick of... By the end of 4-Day, I was sick of hearing Brain Freeze. I'm not going to lie to you.
And that's not how you want the good music to be
that's
put.
What I'm saying.
Exactly.
But that's the reality of it. You know, because you gotta spread the music, man. There's too much music.
Exactly.
100%.
That's the thing. But we need to find ways to get around that.
If you picture it, you play all the good music, right?
Yeah.
You play all this good music for crop over. I almost said carnival again. Play all this good music for crop over, right? After crop over, what do you think is going to happen? That music is going to travel.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You've exposed it to the people that come to hear it.
Yep.
But the people that come to hear it have heard 6 songs. So what do you think is going to happen?
Those 6 songs are going to be played again.
There we go.
Isn't that what happens, like, whenever somebody plays Come Home?
Come Home,
this year at Crop Over?
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, that got rinsed.
Literally. But I do understand what you're saying, that it's a DJ, because I'm thinking, right, because at a fete, I don't like it, but I can sort of understand it, because there's people there who come for a good time, and you know you're gonna have a good time if you listen to that one song or whatever.
Yeah.
When it comes to like radio or let's say SoundCloud mixes or mixes in general, that's where like there's a lot more freedom. So I know some US DJs that can sell a song by just talking. It is amazing. You know, they can just start saying, listen, I got this song from Nadia Batson, and this is my, you know, and they start hyping it up. And you want to hear the song, you know, and like, oh, and you hear it, and it might not be good, but you still think it's good. That's what you need.
That's what you need, and exactly. That's why I said John Doe. When John Doe played a song, it was played. Like you could have heard that song 3 mornings ago by some other DJ, just probably press and play and let it play out. John Doe's gonna play that song and play it up about 4 or 5 times, put some bombs in it, some effects.
Exactly.
And it's gonna sound like a whole production for that new release. What happens after that, you know, it is up to the people, I guess. But you gotta play the music, man. You gotta let the music be heard.
Exactly.
If you don't let it be heard, then it's just, I don't know, like that tree that fell in the forest and nobody saw.
Literally.
I know.
It is.
It's true, but the disappointing thing for me is that obviously we've had this discussion before on a podcast where in BIM, soca is seasonal. So once crop over's done, the radios go back to playing dancehall, Afro beats, and all of that. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, if you've not played out the music during the season, it's like the songs will just die. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy.
No, let's look at it from a different perspective.
Okay, go on.
It takes about, let's say, on the low end of the scale, about 2,500, and that's for good production. $2,500 to produce a song.
Okay.
And that's before artwork and all of that. That's just production.
Yeah.
And God forbid if you need to pay a writer.
Oh God,
you're going up to another $1,500, $2,000. So you're spending at least, let's say, $5,000 rounded off on a song that nobody ever hears, or you play on your page and that's it.
Yeah, it's a waste of money.
So you're trying to build an industry, but you're burning money and you're not recouping it because you put in money in six or seven artists, or it doesn't. It's not going to recoup.
Nope.
So nobody is going to be the winner because you're never going to have an industry with 6 people.
Exactly.
Nope.
And you'll be forever spinning top in mud, according to the old people, because it's just going to be a never-ending cycle. Sorry, my tongue wasn't working. A never-ending cycle of nothingness, because it's $1 billion industry, but yet still we can't even see $1 million here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
It's so disappointing.
True.
And that's because you don't have an industry.
Yeah.
And that is what I do like about this year, and especially coming back to him as well, Just Jay, and what he produced this year, because it is very accessible. It's very accessible for the wider audience.
Yeah.
Now that you mentioned Just Jay, let me take it back to the DJ in a minute. Just Jay and DJ Puffy are 2 of the most toured DJs from out of Barbados, probably across 100%. The world even.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
And I don't know what is so hard about looking at Just Jay and Puffy and taking a few notes. Just Jay and Puffy, when they play a set, people walk away saying, wow.
Yeah.
Literally. It's
why?
insane.
Because these guys take time, they prepare the set.
Exactly.
Whether it be remixes in the set, mashups, whatever it is. But they're not gonna come and play the same thing that they heard. And these guys I know turn up to the parties early to hear what's going on before they play too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I know they're doing that.
Professional.
Well. There you go. There you go. You took the words professional.
Yeah, 100%.
And if they would take a little bit of that, they would be further. The industry would be further.
Yeah.
Everybody would eat.
Yep.
Everybody.
I hear it.
DJs, artists, writers, dancers, everybody.
Yeah.
Because it's an ecosystem.
Yep. I hear it.
If it's just some at the top and the rest at the bottom struggling, that ecosystem is not going to function fully.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
It's true.
It's not going to function fully. You need to make everything work together for everything to work together.
Exactly.
And the power lies with the DJs. So the power lies with the DJs in that sense.
It's true.
That's
Radio DJs,
unfortunate in
mix
some
DJs,
senses too.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I don't think that a lot of them understand the power.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I don't think a lot of them understand it, but I don't know. Maybe they'll hate me some more after this.
Don't worry, I got your back.
My back's broad too, man. Don't panic. Yeah, man. But now we all gotta fix it. It's not one.
Yeah, this
one
is true.
person. We all gotta do our part. But
It's a collective.
Yeah,
if
100%.
one person's doing it and the next it ain't, it's just nothingness. You know, everybody
Exactly.
gotta play their part.
This is very
True.
true. Very true. All right.
And-
Well, sorry. Go on.
No, you go on. Go on.
No, I was gonna ask a final question, but if you had more to say, then go for it.
No, I would talk forever. Come on.
Oh, okay. Sounds like RKO.
I could talk forever on this.
He's another one
Thank
that loves
you.
to chat.
Look, I'm not gonna answer that. Yeah. Ask a question, Sharnz. Ask a question.
All right. So this is one question that we ask everybody that comes on the podcast. My question has changed, which I don't like, but you've got to move with the times, etc., etc. So, if you could be stuck in a studio with any soca artist, dead or alive, and it's only one, who would it be and why?
Any soca artist, dead or alive?
Dead or alive. And one artist. I don't want to hear, oh yeah, but maybe this one. No. One artist, or I'm cutting off your mic.
It's a hard one.
It is. It is a tough one.
That's why I always want
One.
to give options, but I'm not allowed
No. I'm not trying to make anybody's life
Okay.
easy. That's my question. It's already
Damn.
changed. Not changing it again. Thank you.
Damn. All right. You see, I could say a few,
Oh.
but you already scratched that. You
Yes.
said you cut my mic, so I'm gonna have to narrow
100%.
this down. That's even harder now. Shoot.
Just one. Dead or alive.
A soca artist.
Yeah, it has to be soca. I don't want to hear dancehall, reggae, Afro. Don't want to hear none of that. Otherwise, again, your mic gets cut. Soca. And one. Please and thanks.
I'm stumped. All right. So I feel like the obvious answer is mashup.
Yeah. But you don't have to go for obvious.
No, but you've limited me. Like you
I was gonna say.
Okay,
you
mashup.
you so hard. Like I gotta go with the obvious now.
Go
Like,
for it. Go for it. Why
One person.
mashup?
But
again, the professionalism, Marshall,
yeah,
is a beast, and
Yep.
I've had the privilege just to share a lot of spaces with him. So I've seen
Nice.
I've seen the level of a beast that he is.
Yep.
So to if I were to lock away in the studio, yeah, Marshall, because I know some kind of magic got come out of there. Man.
Of course.
Straight.
yeah.
Of course. He is the king of soca, man. So
And rightfully so, yeah.
something special is bound to come out of there. Bound.
Not
to.
a bad choice either.
Yeah. Yeah. Obvious, but still a good choice, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
Not gonna knock you. I mean,
That's
somebody
your
else
fault.
said
You made
super
it
blue.
hard.
Hello, hi. No, it's not my fault. It's your fault for being obvious. Take some responsibility and accountability for your choices, son.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm saying it on my chest. I mash up. Whoop.
Yes. I'm dead.
All right, lovely. Well, we're not going to keep you for too much longer, as I know you're a busy guy and you got things to do. So just to sort of round off this discussion / interview, can you just give people your socials, let them know where they can find you, etc., etc.
Miguel Vibez music everywhere. Like Vibes with a Z though. Miguel Vibez music everywhere. Yeah.
Okay.
Easy as that.
Yep.
Yeah. You can also follow my band, like Vibe Central.
Okay.
Doing things.
We'll make sure there's two links.
Okay.
There's two links in the description of this
Yeah,
episode.
we'll add the links. Just a quick question. When I saw you in Mojo that time, was that was you and your band, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
That's
Did
all
you
I'm
have a
gonna
good
say.
time?
No, I had a terrible time.
Fuck's sake.
Couldn't wait to get out there. I was like, who is this guy, man? Oh, this is terrible.
Did not
Would you like to be on our
leave,
podcast, please?
He did not leave.
This is true.
He would not leave. the
Exactly.
I was captivated
I did my
by that
part.
beautiful voice.
party. Now I'm blushing.
Oh my god, why is it so hot in here? Where did this heat suddenly come from? Why is my voice going up like this? Oh my god.
Yeah, why is that?
I'm
Really
so
high.
glad my camera's not on. Oh my god.
Literally.
Oh, child. Woo.
Yeah.
And that's all we're going to say about that. Well, Miguel, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast and,
100%.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for sharing the knowledge.
Yeah, that's it, man. We
It was a
appreciate
very
it.
interesting discussion. I liked it.
That's
Thank you
it.
very much for that.
And any new
Appreciate
music
y'all.
you're releasing, make sure it is in my inbox, please. Otherwise, we're going to have a big problem. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to cut your mic off then, but maybe I can cut something else off. That's all I'm saying.
Wow. Wow, it escalated
Not
quickly.
even hot anymore. It's hot style now.
I was just gonna say so that we can give the good example as DJs, but there's also that.
I'm going through the edits now.
Oh,
Big
goodness
respect to
gracious.
manners, people. Man is real. It's like, man.
Thank you,
Thanks
thank
so
you.
much.
Well, have a good day. Be safe. Enjoy yourself. And I will see you in November, by the way. I'm back in November.
Must be nice.
See you then.
Yeah, so but we'll roll. We'll roll.
See you then.
Yeah. All right,
Man,
take
all
care.
right.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Manners
Take care.
and respect all the time.
Hey.
All the time. You know that.
All the time.
You know that? Bye.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
Soca Chronicles.
That was another one. Another interesting interview. You know what? Part of this podcast, the amount of people we've talked with and we've discussed
Yeah.
these things with, it makes me happy. You know, it's very
Definitely.
valuable to me as a person already. I hope our listeners enjoy it too.
Yep.
I love the discussion about how to bring soca to a new level. DJs have a big role in it. I think
Yep.
there's a role for everybody and anybody.
Definitely.
Pick up that mic, pick up that keyboard. If it's not already on your table, then leave it there and just use it. That's also fine. Yeah, man. This can be really... this was a really interesting interview.
Definitely. I definitely enjoyed it. And I was
Yeah.
so shocked that Just Jay is a singer.
Imagine.
I would never have guessed.
Nope. Same.
Never. So if I bump into him in London, because I know he's in London for Notting Hill, I'm going to be like, hey, sing for me.
Well, that's quite
He'll
direct.
be like, okay then.
Very direct. Oh boy.
But yeah, thankful that, you know, I'm so thankful to all these artists or DJs that have come on the show and given us their time,
100%.
because it's coming up to 2 years. Next month will be 2 years since we first launched this podcast. 2 years already, man.
What?
And we've spoken to
Wild.
so many people in that time. We've had so many
Literally.
interesting discussions.
Literally.
Man, crazy. So
2-year anniversary. Many more years to come, please. I beg.
100%. 100%.
Yeah,
But,
this is nice, man.
Definitely. So I know last year we did a live stream.
Yeah.
We're definitely not going to do a live stream this year. But
No.
if we can conjure up something special, we
Yep.
will.
Yep.
If not, you'll be just hearing us to talk as usual. I think the 2-year anniversary, if we don't have an interview, it will just be us sort of recapping our
Yes.
favorite moments over the 2 years. We may even
Exactly.
talk a bit more in detail about Barbados if we've got time, because obviously, you know, we kind of shortened it this
Yeah.
month, because I do
I like
have
that
some
idea, you know?
funny stories though that I would like to talk about that I didn't talk about this episode, because you know me and my funny stories.
I mean, no. Have I met you and your funny
Oh,
stories?
for
'Cause-
goodness sake, I cannot stand you, honestly.
So this is the last episode that we'll...
Exactly. End it there. It's been a great 2 years.
Yep, that's it. No. But that sounds like a very good idea, Sharnz. I like that.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So,
I think there's nothing...
it.
Yeah, there's nothing more to say than what Nitro will say for us at this point.
hey, man, like Super Nitro.
Make sure you check out Soca Chronicles, tag a friend, tell a friend, share the podcast, let people know that this exists, because it's good for the culture, it's good for the vibe, it's good for the energy, it's educational, it's fun, it's funny, it's banterful, and it's good for you to just know a little bit about the people that's making your music and the people that you're involved with listening to.
And with that, I think it's time to wish you a very good remainder of the month and a good start of the next month.
Yes, please. Be safe, guys. Take care of yourselves. And we will be back next month.
With our 2-year anniversary. Haha.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Soca Chronicles.